What's going on, Reject Nation? Greg here. We're gonna watch the Justice League Snyder Cut Flash character trailer. Watch that Ezra Miller run, that like loose hands run thing that he does. Just me today. John's working on stuff at home at the moment, but I'm very excited about this. I feel like some truly new, unexplored stuff will come from the Flash portrayal. It'll come from all the characters, but something tells me that with this specific tease, like when I think about the original Justice League trailer before there was ever a Joss Whedon involved in the picture, think about scenes that the Flash was in that were not in the Joss Whedon cut. So let's see what they got here today. It's only about a minute long. Oh shit! Oh. Yo! Run! His feet tore up his shoes. Iris West looks upon him with so much, like, wonder. You're just shredding the ground. Make your own future, make your own past. Wonder what he's gonna, I wonder what that specific scene is. What specifically that final moment is. I know he's supposed to be going into the Speedforce at some point in this movie. And then as we saw in BVS, you know what? I wanna watch the trailer again. Is that his dad? I love... there's so much detail here. There's so much detail.
You're brilliant, man. Absolute best and the best. Make your own future,
Make your own past. He's gonna change some shit. He's gonna do some Barry Allen shit where he changes some shit in the timeline. The attention to detail here and the visual effects is so good. With his shoes tearing apart. He runs in a way like when he has to save Iris West, he has to be, it's just so delicate. Even when he's like running up to her, it's like, there's clearly a necessity for the suit when he gets his actual Flash suit, because clearly this is the beginning. He's like a super powerful Flash, but he doesn't really have proper control over everything. So any little thing that he does, he's like learning in this movie, and you see it in this sequence, like just from the way he puts Iris West down. Just he's trying his best to be incredibly gentle, because it seems like when he's trying to do some things, he's naturally destroying stuff, whether it be shredding the ground, his shoes tearing apart, every little bit of movement that he does. You know, it was kind of brushed over. It was like a little character setup in the Joss Whedon cut. Like a big part of his backstory is that his dad was framed for the murder of his mom. It's really just a little thing in that Joss Whedon cut, right? I really feel like that's a big part of his emotional tale here in the Snyder cut of what we'll be focusing in on. You feel a lot more of that depth, because I find it interesting when that Joss Whedon version came out. Not everyone shares this opinion, all right? I know not everyone shares this opinion. I do think that's a lot of people, though. I would venture to say majority, even if that's like 60 to 70%. Even people who didn't like that Joss Whedon cut did say that one of the better parts of the movie was Ezra Miller's Flash. Like, he was really funny in the movie. Yes, that's like what I got from the character, was that he was really funny. He had some really funny scenes. And I'm sure he'll still have some really humorous moments here. But what I really got just from even in that final moment, which I think is dealing with the Speedforce, I feel like you will get much more of that emotional depth, a lot more of that pain that Barry Allen actually has to carry. How yes, he's kind of socially awkward, he's really smart, very intelligent, he's funny, but the man also has a shit ton of pain in his life. I think that's something that this from this like one still that I have right here on screen. You can just see it in his eyes. There's this much bigger range of depth here than any moment that we got in that Joss Whedon cut. So I'm very much excited to see what he does. And I'm also really excited for Iris West, because Iris West is not in the Justice League version at all. I don't think she's in this a lot, but she's such a big part to Barry Allen. She's such a big part of the story for like who Barry Allen is. And we're also getting the Flash movie now. I don't know if Iris supposed to be in it. I'd venture to say she is. I like that movie seems to just be changing all the damn time, and it seems like it's actually getting made now. So I'm not really sure what the full extent of the details are with that movie. I'm kind of just at the point, I'm like, I'm just waiting to see a trailer because I can't really tell what this movie's gonna turn out to be. But what's cool is that I think this trailer, out of all the solo ones that we've gotten, you know, like the Flash isn't my favorite character, but out of the solo ones that we've gotten, this is actually, I venture to say, the best one. It felt the most like, wow, there's a lot of like these scenes allude to a lot of like plot points that are not in the Joss Whedon cut at all. Like all this stuff with the saving Iris West, being heroic, the Speedforce at the end, all that is not in that other version. To me, I thought for the 1 minute, and also enhancing the character of Barry Allen as opposed to just being funny Ezra Miller. To me, this is actually the most effective in a 1 minute tease. I think. You know, Batman and Superman really got me talking though. But at the same time, you know, with the Flash movie actually being made now, I think this Zack Snyder cut can get people very excited for that solo movie again. I'm anticipating it. I'm looking forward to it. But I think, like, you know, this will give everyone a chance to really shine. And yeah, get some Iris West action here. Man, his shoes tore apart. That was cool. All right, guys. Well, leave your thoughts down below. What'd you think of this little trailer? Subscribe, click the notification bell, hit that like button. Last but not least, Patron of the Day shout out. Anissa Oliva, you've got me, of course, I wear the Snyder Cut shirt that you got me like all the time, but because this is a Flash specific trailer, I was like, let me wear my Flash shirt. But I love that Snyder Cut shirt you gave me. I wear a lot of shirts that you've given me, but beyond that, I wanted to shout you out specifically because if there's anyone who's like the Flash at our Patreon page, it's you. You're there for us in the nick of time, whenever the hell we need you. Even when you're working at an ER, you'll still find time to hop online and chit chat with us. It doesn't matter. You're constantly there for us. So I'm trying to say this. I'm Iris West in this situation. You're Barry Allen. Role reversal. We're in a new age now, Anissa. Woke times. You're Barry Allen in this scenario. Anyway, Anissa, you're the best. I love you. Texas, the weather's been batshit crazy lately, but I hope that when all is said and done that you're able to enjoy the weather and snow for what it is, despite some of the terrible things that have occurred there as of late. You rock. I love you. Talk with you soon.